Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajkumar's Learning App. We are going to continue the polity, the chapter name called Union and its Territory, which comes under part 1 of the Constitution. Okay, Union and its territorial. Okay, so here the 4 articles plays a key role in terms of giving provisions over the Union and territory here in India. Article 1, name and territory of the Union. Okay, name of our country, India, that is Bharat. Okay, India, that is Bharat is our name, which is given by the constitution only under article 1. So next one is article 2 of the Indian constitution, which provides the provision towards the establishment and admission of new states. If any new, territories, existing territories wanted to bifurcate it, as well as the new state wanted to create in India, means that provisions comes under article 2. Article 3 of your Indian constitution, formation of new states, alteration of new states or names of existing states. New state creation and also altering any kind of boundaries in the existing states or else new states, and name changing of the existing states comes under article 3. Article 4 of the constitution, method in which new territories may be admitted or ceded. Okay, admitted or ceded, new territories. We are getting any new space or else admitting some space under any kind of state comes under your article 4, altering the borders, we can say. Okay, so all these articles comes under part 1 of your Indian constitution under Union and its territory. Some features we will discuss. Okay, article 1 declares India, that is Bharat, as a union of states. As I told you, India, that is Bharat, the name comes from the article 1 of our Indian constitution. So the official name of our nation, which is known as India, that is Bharat. Article 2 empowers the parliament to admit into Union of India or establish new states on such terms and conditions. Okay, this article 2 grants 2 powers to the parliament. Okay, one is the power to admit into the Union of India new states and power to establish the new states. So Parliament has the authority. Any new states can be admitted, and also any new state can be established. Okay, these are 2 powers which enjoyed by the Parliament under Article 2 of Indian Constitution. Article 3, formation or changes in the existing states. Okay, we can call kind of internal readjustment of the territorial, and also altering the boundaries of any existing states likewise. All these things comes under your article 3 of Indian constitution. Some committees that were important in terms of reorganization of the states in the Indian Union. See, after independence, 1947, in India, we had around 563 princely states. Out of that, with the diplomatic skill as well as the greatest work which made by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, around 562 princely states were merged. The remaining 3 princely states like Hyderabad, Jammu and Kashmir and Junagadh, with a different kind of action, all these 563 princely states, small and large princely states in India during the time of independence, was merged in Indian Union. Okay, after that, the Indian National Congress during the national movement, they promised formation of linguistic provinces. Even under the Home Rule League movement also, they promised to form the state under the language basis. So after the independence, the government of India, which followed the same administrative policies, which they divided into blocks, 4 blocks in India for the purpose of administration. But many states started asking the language reorganization of their state and providing linguistic importance to their state. Such first state started asking that, which is Andhra Pradesh. Okay, that is different story, we don't want that. But based on that reorganizing the state in terms of the language, what are the committees which constituted by the Indian Parliament? Such first committee, Dhar Commission. Dhar Commission also recommended there is no need of dividing the states based on the languages. So based on the administrative block, we can run. Then JVP committee. Okay, Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel, Pattabhi Sitaramayya. This committee also come up with the same concept. But later on, Potti Sriramulu, Potti Sriramalu from Andhra Pradesh is a congressman and also a freedom fighter who did a hunger strike to provide a language importance to the state, because Andhra Pradesh comes under Madras earlier. Okay, so after 54 days of his hunger strike, I think 54 to 57 days of his hunger strike, he died. Because of that, the Andhra movement started doing a lot of protest against the government. So, the first state recognized based on the language, that is Andhra Pradesh, which was recognized by the government of India. So, after that only, Fazal Ali Commission, Fazal Ali Commission were appointed and he approved the states can be divided based on the language, linguistic provinces. Okay, based on that only states are getting, the name based on their language. Okay, so State Reorganization Commission was set up for the purpose. In first one was in 1956. Such a first commission was in the year of 1956. Okay, so new states that were created after 1956. Maharashtra and Gujarat, which carved out of Bombay. In 1960, Goa, Daman and Diu. These three places were acquired by the government of India from the territories held by Portuguese. Okay, Police Action 1961, which is known as Liberation of Goa. Okay, and they were constituted as a union territory by the 12th Constitutional Amendment Act. Later in 1987, Goa was conferred a statehood and Nagaland also. 1963, Haryana, Chandigarh, Himachal Pradesh was carved out from the Punjab state. Okay, and 1966, Manipur, Tripura, Meghalaya, and 1972, Sikkim, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh. So remember, all the northeastern states were carved out of one big state, which is known as Assam. Okay, earlier all northeast states were popularly known as Assam, right? So 1987, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand and Jharkhand. Okay, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand and Jharkhand. These three states came into existence in 2000, and now most recently, okay, this is in the year of 2000 actually. Okay, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand and Jharkhand. And now most recently, the bifurcation of new states happened in Andhra Pradesh and the birth of the new state, which is known as Telangana. In the year of 2014, Telangana state came into existence. So these are all the important points you need to understand. And so the part 1, which is mentioned, India is a federal state. Okay, rather than using union of states. Okay, this means Union of India is not a result of treaty or agreement. Okay, because India state does not have the right to secede. So we used to call it as India is a federal state. Okay, Sikkim was made a part of India under Article 2A, and Telangana was made a part of India under provision of Article 3, creating new states. Okay, according to Indian Constitution, permission from the state concerned is not mandatory for creation or destruction of a state. If the central government wanted to bifurcate, take an example of Karnataka, okay, South and North Karnataka, there is no need to get a state consent to bifurcate. It is up to whom to decide, the center to decide. That is the point is all about. But a bill must refer to the respective state legislature for expressing its views. Okay, without the permission, okay, there is no concern of the state, okay, but if Karnataka want to be bifurcated with South and North, definitely the central government supposed to submit that bill in terms of view. Okay, how they can view and how can then express it, is it okay or not, likewise, all those debates can be considered. For that purpose, the center can be submit the bill in the state legislature. Okay, respective state legislature which they are going to bifurcate or else create a new state, all these concerns. Okay, so based on this chapter, we'll see some practice question. Which article deals internal adjustment of any states in India? Which article deals the internal adjustment of the any states in India? Article 3. Okay, so the adjustment and altering the boundaries, everything comes under your Article 3 of Indian Constitution. Next, in which year the State Reorganization Commission was commissioned? 1956. Okay, 1956, after Fazal Ali Commission, the first setup of the reorganization in the year of 1956. Next one is, which state in India recently bifurcated and creation of Telangana? Okay, which year? 2014. 2014 is the last state in India was bifurcated. Still we have a lot of pendings, around 20 plus states they wanted to bifurcate their region. So still we have pending in the parliament, which is not at all ratified. Okay, as per the Article 3, creation or renaming the state requires whose recommendation? Okay, the recommendation of parliament or president. The president of India's recommendation is mandatory. Okay, so next question is, how many territories acquired from Portuguese by India? Goa, Daman and Diu, because as I told you, 1961 is the Goa liberation, okay, based on the police action, but there is no fight from the Portuguese side. Portuguese surrendered to the Indian army. Okay, so 1961, so these territories were acquired from the Portuguese by the government of India. Okay, for the union and territories, what are the points that we covered, and the questions, you just practice more number of questions and also practice more mocks. Okay, that's all about union and its territories. So we'll see you in the next chapter. Okay, thank you, all the best.